supply?
This is a spiritual haven. Could we remove the animancy equipment, please?
Take it up with the governor.
But he told me to ask you.
In that case, the answer is no.
There should be some equipment by the Aedyr pillar.
We remember these walls. Yes, we have been here.
Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about? You're thinking like an animancer, and that's a good place to start. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face. This is no time for hesitation. All right, drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration. I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this. Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine, we twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod. Is that a door? Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless. That we're on the right track. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Aedyr. I was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it. My thoughts exactly. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. After you.
We gotta see what's down there now.
Gods! Did you open that door?
I did not bring us here to explore. But clearly, something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
I wonder, did you open the door? Or did the door open for you? Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to disturb them. When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk more once we reach the bottom. A little power goes a long way. Charge it! I'll wager those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
Quiet as the depths.
They never saw me coming.
That all you had? Another glorious battle.
Just a little spark. Charge it up.
Aye, aye.
No! The knife that pierces in the dark.
Whatever this is, at least it's dead. 2 points for the godless, none for the abominations.
Look out.
That'll show him. Just a little spark. A little power goes a long way. I would not go swimming if I were you, unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across. If not underwater, perhaps over it, with the help of some ice. Just a little spark. A little power goes a long way. What in the name of Eora is that?
You, think it's sleeping?
I've never seen anything like it before. I don't believe it's a statue. No, this was alive once. And the people who lived here were terrified of it. We're going to die down here, aren't we? Well, we had a good run.
Show me what you got!
Death into life. Interesting. The godless clearly had some ideas about reincarnation, even if they didn't have a god.
Every other culture I've come across reveres the gods, even if they give them different names and pictures.
Can you imagine life without any gods to guide your destiny? Without anyone shepherding you this way and that? Of course I can imagine it, but I'll wager you have a harder time. Looks like quite a party. Let's break it up. How did they even get down here? Things must have their own secret entrance. I'll say it. I'm impressed.
I drop myself. Coming from your right!
Behind you!
Get him!
If there are any monsters left, show yourselves.
Take us!
Some of us have work to do. I guess that means the coast is clear. Let's have a look at the Aedyr pit. Charge it up. Just a little spark.
Hear us through the Aedyr. Find us.
Subtle as a mouse. Charge it up. Little power goes a long way. We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us. The Godless erected many important sites around Pillars of Aedyr, though I can't speak to their motives. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature. Try making contact with the Aedyr this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
You are here. You who bring us kind words and soothing thoughts. We welcome you. The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain. We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them. They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers, wade in the confluence of souls. We dream, the land stirs. We become. They brought their prayers to us. We answered. We do not remember how we grew. Our eyes opened. We were the earth, the sky, many into a whole. We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints. The Aedyr twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life. Sabado. We offer you connection, root to branch, and you return to us with suspicion. Our spark found you when you dreamed in the womb. Godlike, they said. But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you. And you reach back. We have not known the joy of companionship in so long. A mistake, nothing more. We swear, we kept nothing from you. This prison clouds our mind, our memories as murky as fetid water. Find us, free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well. Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea. Alas, we have been cut off from the land we knew and loved for too long. We could not trace its hills and valleys for you. But there are others who can. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sanakis. We will try to explain. Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Aedyr, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison. We will cleanse this rot with you once our hands are unbound. Find us in the garden. We twine, we await. First, let us offer you a sliver of our power, a boon to help you survive and find us. Will you accept it? We offer you gifts any would covet. And you search them for rot? You are our kin, the seed of our soul. We would see you avoid our fate. We would see you survive. Take it with our blessing. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru Sanakis. Bind us. Free us.
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time. We gotta start bringing pillows.
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought. Most of a day. Better drink some water. You, lost some fluids?
Hey, happens to the best of us.
While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge. I've tracked its origin to the center of the living lands. Somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness. You've heard of it? Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin. Yes, Sapadal. Who are they? What are they to you? I'm sorry? Sapadal is a god? But that's impossible! How could we have missed this? A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Aedyr. Maybe that tells us something. Perhaps the bars of their prison would be forged of essence, not iron. We've long theorized that all Aedyr is connected, but that changed when Animancers came to the Living Lands. The Aedyr here is severed from the rest of Eora, connected only to itself, or so we believe. If Sapadal speaks and works through Aedyr, then the Living Lands is their prison, their tomb. You could be right, but we have no way of knowing for certain. Not yet, anyway. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sapadal can help us fight it.
I got a headache just thinking about it, and I'm not the one with the god knocking around in there.
The real question is, where do I start? Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Mesiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues. Gods, I don't know. The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy, the end of the Living Lands as we know it. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Stop! The trees splinter, the rice turns black. The pain! The pain! They trample the farmlands, they tear down the gates.
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter? Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on, there's a way up those stairs.
Just a little spark. A little power goes a long way. There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discovered here, it changes everything.
hidden god in the living lands. Who knew?
Oh my god. No!
Andra's depths. This was no accident.
What happened? Who did this? It's all gone. The city. My home. Maybe an experiment that got out of control. But the damage would have been confined to the workshop. We have to check on the others. At least let me find Quilichi. Any survivors would have evacuated to the farms north of town. Come, there's not a moment to waste.
A city up in flames? You tell me who your coin is on. Right behind you.
Nice, clean kill.
We make a good squad.
Believe this. What you smell is the workshop going up in flames. Our books, our chemicals, our machines. Many of those inventions were originals from the Valian republics. One of a kind, irreplaceable. I don't know why I'm dwelling on that. We lost more than our work.
Your work was your home. You're allowed to mourn it.
They burn. They blind us.
Charge it up.
Just a little fun.
Here it comes.
I hope everyone is all right. Animancers know how to plan for an emergency. We've never seen one like this. If anything happened to Kulichi, I don't know what I'd do.
Let's get to the farms. If there's trouble, we can help.
Again and again they strike.
Turn back. Take the animals.
They've got the advantage. Unless you want to fight, give them a wide berth.
Why? Will they not leave us? It cuts. It cuts.
What was that?
Lead the way.
Another one down. Envoy.
Get them back here!
Easy, Anna. Anna.
Let me catch my breath.
I was worried for a second. There's the city. What's left of it. Gods, who could do this to us? Who could burn us out like rats and call it a victory? Motherfuckers. I don't know how we recover. Our past is in those flames. Everything we are.
How'd you do that? Show all you got!
So many years of research. Gone in the blink of an eye.
You can mourn later. Join the others at the old farms. We can protect you. Same goes for you, Anna. Vidaro wants to speak. The old farms are to the north.
The road can pass.
They've got the advantage.
Someone there?
Unless you want to fight, give them a wide berth.
Why will they not leave us? It cuts. It cuts.
Well struck. Where'd they go?
He died saving me. I owe him my life. May he pass swiftly into the beyond.
They made it out. Thank the gods.
Nicely done!
Nothing stopping me. Stand back.
These people are looking for leadership, a sense of direction. We should find Quilichi.
Envoy? Oh, thank goodness. For a moment there, I thought we'd lost you in the attack.
As if you don't already know.
Inasi, calm yourself.
Why should I be calm? Her people burned my city.
The Stilgarrot are hardly her people.
They offered us no negotiation, no peaceful terms. Just flames and laughter as we ran. Many of our people fell defending the city. We won't know how many until the dust settles. Your Inquisitor is determined to burn out anyone who doesn't conform to Aedyran ways.
We agree on one thing. The Stilgarrot have declared war on the Living Lands.
Call it what you like. This is an invasion of our sovereign territory.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. This attack was meant to weaken us. No doubt they will circle back to finish what they started. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
I may have spoken in haste before.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms, it was too awful to acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch. And I wasn't strong enough to bear it. You must understand. My mother had the Dream Scourge. I hoped against reason that she might recover, but her mind grew as blighted as our lands. To face reality would mean upending my city, throwing order into chaos, and admitting she was truly gone. I'm so sorry, Giata.
Don't waste your apologies on me. This changes nothing between us.
I don't expect your forgiveness, but I will do everything in my power to make this right. Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
You want me to do the talking? Very well. The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the damage. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
But this is madness. When I said I was ready for the truth, I didn't mean... Quilichi, tell her it's madness.
Envoy, is it true?
There's no other explanation for the spiritual shift in the Living Lands. Something that slept has awoken. I believe there is still more to learn, but a disturbance on this scale could explain the changes to our ecosystem.
First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now... what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
This is no time for a theological discussion. Our survival hangs on a knife's edge. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
There is no reason to stay, unless you count picking through the ashes. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradise.
And I want an explanation.
As long as we are Animancers, the Aedyrans will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous.
Thirdborn has its own problems. Paradise is more secure, but it would mean living under Aedyran rule. I don't like our options, but that shouldn't stop us from committing to one.
Thirdborn's full of hardy types. Lots of former soldiers and mercenaries. A rough bunch, but good to have at your back. It's also farther from the Steel Garrote's base of operations. That's where I'd make my stand.
It's unpredictable, and that's why it has a chance to succeed.
When did you grow a spine, Ignacy?
Who says I have? Take care in your travels, Giada. May we meet again.
My days of subterfuge are behind me. Be the leader these people need, and they will follow you anywhere.
What of you, envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
Oh, I do.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear. If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you, darling. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Naku Kubel, which is in Shatterscarp. So we've got to get there now. Before Fiora went up in flames, that Garrote monster took my research. Your kin are on their way to the garden now. Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. Meet me in Thirdborn, all right? You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Ugh, what a whirlwind. Gods, I love that tiny woman. Oh, a gentleman never tells. She's a feisty one. Almost makes me feel young again.
I am officially putting a stop to this line of questioning. Keep it in the bedroom. For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend and a bad influence. Right now, we could use both.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best rangers.
Then we should approach carefully. They'll be on their guard after this.
I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, envoy.
Exploring the Living Lands with a friend. What more could I ask for?
Back to Shatterscarp, then.
It's clear to me now. There is a threat in the Living Lands. But it is far greater than the Dream Scourge. Your Aedyr friends have made a powerful enemy. So either your people don't trust you, or they wanted you burned alive with the rest of us. Think on that when you choose your loyalties, envoy. The short answer is yes, I'm aware. And I've tolerated it, up to a point.
So you tolerate her eccentricities, but not mine? How is that fair?
It's not her eccentricities I tolerate, but her good intentions. We are a community of animancers. Among other things, we have a healthy respect of the dead. I have no wish to anger the departed, but then again, my first responsibility is to the living. Does what I think matter to you, envoy? Perhaps you're right. I'll have a word with Rosanna. She's not in trouble, but clearly we need to discuss our priorities. Thanks for your concern. You what? It's been so long since I gave up hope. In his final days, he was fond of going out into the wilderness, and increasingly less fond of returning. Mother seemed to understand, but I never did. That was Father. When he looked at you, he saw your potential, everything you could be, and none of the flaws. Maybe I'll visit him one day, when I find my courage. At least now I can. You could have left me wondering, but you didn't. Thank you, Godlike. From the bottom of my heart.
Ignacy, I'm sorry. Are you going to be all right?
I'll be fine, Giatta. You don't have to worry about me.
I'm not, but, you know, force of habit.
That won't be necessary. Thank you again.
Giada, thank goodness you're all right. When I saw the flames spread, for a moment, I thought I'd lost you.
You're not going to lose me, old man. Not even banishment can keep me away. Sorry I couldn't help you evacuate. We were preoccupied in the ruins.
Oh, I managed just fine, but unfortunately, your family's lab, your parents...
There's nothing you could have done. Besides, the living are more important than the dead. Indeed, a funeral pyre worthy of legend. Are you going to be all right?
I trust the governor to look after our people. Anywhere is safer than Emerald Stair.
Yes, but it's you I'm worried about.
I won't lie to you, Giata. War is a young man's game, and this attack has rattled me to my core. I hope that I live long enough to see peace return to the living lands. That is all.
There will be peace again. Somehow.
Then I have hope, Envoy.
Don't be a stranger. I'm still your apprentice after all.
Oh, I beg to differ. You have taken your education places I cannot follow. Be well, Giata.
It's all gone. To think of what my research could have been.
Seems like a lifetime ago I was worried about the harvest. Now look at us. After you've seen Emerald Stair in bloom, gods, nothing else compares. I had a chance to pack up some goods before the adherents put the rest to the torch. Any of it's yours for the right price.
You're still here? Merla, surely you have something better to do.
I never thought Aedyr would stoop so low.
They came for us because we're animancers, didn't they?
You heard Vidaro. This settlement is done for.
This settlement is our home. I can't believe you're ready to abandon it.
Fior Messiverno was a dream. And all dreams end.
Here for Belena? Go on. She's resting. Maybe a mercy she missed all this.
Where will you go from here?
I guess I'm going to Paradise. Safety and sound.
We never saw them coming.
Aedyr has ruined us all for naught.